Boom, boom. Just again, everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur Lane up today. So we got a few things to cover up. So we're starting the new event today. Now, this is another large-scale event. This is a call to arms Northern Parliament. Now, the first part of this is basically Aurora, Saratoga, Hornet, and Sheffield. You want to use those as always. You go into your dock favorites. I'm in the Northern Parliament there because I was taking a peek at what was going on here. So basically, if you look here, you'll see you got Hornet, Sheffield, Aurora, and Saratoga. So you want to use these. You get 20% experience on them when you use them in battle. So you want to go ahead and start leveling them up. I already had Saratoga at 120 fully maxed. Aurora is fully limit broke, but I still have to get her up to, I'd like to get her up to 100. And then I just need one limit break each for Hornet and Sheffield, and they'll be ready to go. So there's been a lot of conjecture, a lot of discussion as to exactly what the second phase of this event is going to be. We don't really know actually yet. So we know what type of phase it is. We know you get these ships, plus 20%, use them. And then phase 2, you'll be able to get a chat frame. It's called the Seal of Dawn's Rime. But use the bonus ships from phase 1 to complete special missions and earn training points to collect the new frame. So we're not sure what they're going to do in terms of new ships that will be entered. The main vein that I can figure out based on all of discussions is that it's only going to be one new ship in the build. And that looks like it's going to be, if you look at your ships, if you look at the Northern Parliament is referenced as Russia. Okay, Russian naval is what Northern Parliament is in the game. If you look at that, you'll see they're thinking it's going to be Sovetskaya Soyuz, which is her sister, is what we're thinking is going to be the new ship offered in the event that's coming up. That's pretty much the only thing anyone can affect, because there's really nothing else in terms of that that's on the board or has been seen in previous events. So they're thinking Sovetskaya Soyuz is what we're going to see as a new ship. So there'll be obviously a build setup. It's not a rerun. They had a call to arms. The last one was a call to arms Northern Front, and that was back last year, okay, around this time last year. And that's where we got most of these ships. If you remember that, these ships, Tashkent, were all inside of that particular event. So that's where we got these ships from. Now, there hasn't been any real reveal on any other ships. They haven't seen any type of. Normally when the first phase drops, we get some information as to what the second phase is going to entail. None of that is up at this point, so I really can't say exactly what's going to happen. So I'm not sure. We know it's going to be involving using these ships inside of levels to actually get the points if you want to get. So I would focus on these ships a little bit more than in some of the other events that they had like this, simply because of the fact that they might be doing something different. We're not exactly sure what's going to happen yet. We know the second phase is going to involve using these ships. So I would definitely make sure that these ships are ready to go. So my choice of what I'm going to do is I'm going to level them up. I'm going to try to get them all to 100. I'm going to fully limit break all of them. I've already started putting on some weaponry and stuff, putting some of the good stuff on them, getting them ready to be usable without, robbing from my main fleet ships, because I'm still using those for other things. But so that's what I'm doing at this point, is just haven't done Sheffield yet, as getting them ready to be used. Okay, so you definitely want to focus on these ships a little bit more than you might have in previous. Like in the last event, I didn't really focus on those ships at all, simply because I knew I wasn't going for the chat frame, and the chat frame is really what you want to focus on in these events, building the ships. So we're going to get some ships, but we're not exactly sure what they're going to be. One thing they do is pretty sure it's going to be Sovetskaya Soyuz, which is the sister ship for the Sovetskaya that we currently have in the northern part of the ships, which is Sovetskaya Russia. Sovetskaya Russia. So it's going to be Sovetskaya Soyuz, is what we're thinking it's going to be. Don't know yet. Okay, we'll have to see. If you look at the skill, if you look at the skill set for her, this seems to be this really can't be considered. She really can't be considered a. She really can't be considered a flagship. Not quite on the level of some of the others. So maybe the Sovetskaya Soyuz, maybe they'll have a redesign, make her a little bit more of a flagship type, setup, because she's really not set up. I mean, she does have a northern Parliament Dragon Emperor buff, which increases her firepower, which if you're using those ships, could make her pretty strong. The problem is there's Dragon Emperor. There just ain't any Dragon Emperor ships that are worth it. Worth it. We just had the event, and there's nothing in there that's worth it. That's why you never see it much, and there's really not too many ships inside of here that are any good. However, Tashkent is pretty good, and Aurora is pretty good. Okay, I can switch to those two. I have not a chance to use. I used Chapiab a little bit. I did not find any problems with her, and I use Sovetskaya Rus. That's why I've got her up to 70. So in case I do, because I thought they might end up making, if they do come out with Sovetskaya Soyuz, and she is actually a flagship, then comparing her with the Sovetskaya Russia, Russia, which is this one right here, you could actually have a pretty good. You could actually have the beginnings of a team. Okay. And the reason that is because they came out with Tashkent U. Tashkent U is not quite as good as Tashkent, but she's close. Unfortunately, Tashkent is a destroyer, so there's absolutely no meta for destroyers or this. So but they do have. They've got Gagat, and they do have Pamiat. So I put her up to 70 because I thought that there might be something in the future coming in which you may be able to sort of maybe make a Northern Parliament type fleet. If they would have paired her skills with anything other than the Dragon Emperor, it would have been a really good choice. But since it's paired with the Dragon Emperor, there's really, you're not going to get any help from that side of the out. You're just not. None of those ships in there are worth. So if you let's do a sort just to show you what I'm talking about. So you've got Northern Parliament. You throw the Dragon Emperor ships in here. Okay, as you can see, there's really nothing. These are destroyers and light cruisers and stuff. None of these ships are very good in terms of what they actually do. So this is trying to make a fleet out of this would not be very. It would not be that effective. It would, if you they really need something to bring it together. So maybe Sovetskaya Soyuz, if she does come out in this event, it might happen. So that's why I had these ships up to 70, because I thought sometime in the future I might actually need to limit break them, fully limit break them, and start leveling them up for a fleet. So I got them ready to do that. So that's why they're up at 70. Tashkent U came out recently. Since Tashkent U was not quite on par with Tashkent, I did not worry much about her. What I usually do is I take my ships up to 30, get them above 30, 34 in this case, and then I stop. If I'm not going to use them, I just get them to 30, which is the first hump to come over in terms of breaking. So that's where I'm at on that. So you want to focus on those 4 ships a little bit more than normal, simply because we're not exactly sure what the second fleet or the second phase is going to entail. As soon as I find out something, I'll let you know. But I was unable to find out. I did an extensive search, Twitter, the wikis, they're all blank at this point. But the chatter that you normally hear isn't saying it's going to be Sovetskaya Soyuz. So we'll see. If she's a flagship caliber ship, we might be in good shape. We'll have to see. All right, so that's another reason. There is Yingswing, of course, continue doing this to get the red envelopes. And they have a PR catch-up, as we are talking about. This is for St. Louis. This is exceedingly useful for myself because I have St. Louis created. I just have not been able to, I have not been focusing on her due to the fact that I've been focusing on some of the other ships. So let's go ahead and sort this back out. Take off that, put all factions. Okay, and let's find St. Louis. She's down here somewhere. Very noticeable. You cannot miss St. Louis because she's has a fascinating profile. Where's she at here? It's got to be around here somewhere. I know I had her up fairly high in terms of her level because I was seriously considering. There she is. I was seriously considering, trying to work on her before I decided to go ahead and switch over to maids. So this is St. Louis right now. So as you can see, I've got her. I made a dent in her actual research and development. I've got her up so that she is just 1 star away. So as you can see, I'm pretty close to getting her. To where she needs to be. So this right here will get me very close to where I need to be to actually finish her. She really does not have too much of a place as of yet. Fortunately, she's French. Okay, French Navy is what she is. But fortunately, their skill set, the skills that she has, also allows you to pair her with U.S. naval ships as well. So she can be used in that regard to help out from that. She has a pretty good set. As you can see, she's got firepower and hit points. So she's a pretty good tank in terms of that. But, I decided to go another way in terms of that because shortly after I got her to FDG, I managed to get the tech points and start on FDG. And that's where my focus has been since then, since FDG is still the most powerful ship in the game. And then I think FDG and then right behind that Shinano possibly, but we'll have to see in terms of that. I haven't got FDG fully leveled up, but I still think single target damage FDG is still the most powerful ship in the game. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm really close to finishing her. Just got to get up to 30. So I should. This is going to give me 30 blueprints. So basically, it's the same as all of the others. Basically, anytime you do a commission, anytime you do the research projects, not the commissions, you will get 1 blueprint for her. So right now I'm doing, go into your research, okay? Right now I'm doing this right here. It's going to complete in 4 hours. Now I'm going to get one of the blueprints for one of these ships. Hopefully it'll be FDG. But I'm also going to get a blueprint for St. Louis, guaranteed, okay? Anytime you do any one of these research, even if you choose a research project that doesn't have any blueprints as a reward, you will get a blueprint for St. Louis. And you can do that for the next 27 days, max of 30. So just, do blueprints, do your research projects and just keep doing them, and each time you do it, you're going to get a blueprint for St. Louis, up to 30. And so yeah, this is the what Yostar was saying about they were going to make blueprints a little bit more available, and they're doing it for Phase 1 ships right now. So we've seen Phase 1, ships for just if you go look into the shipyard here, we've seen in Phase 1, they had an event for Rune, they had an event for Monarch, they've had an event for, I'm pretty sure they had one for Zumo. And yeah, so now they've got St. Louis. So again, they've only committed to doing this for Phase 1 ships. They have not committed to doing this for any of the other ships as of yet. So, as you can see, I'm almost done with my Azumo. The Azumo is awesome. Beautiful tank. Excellent ship for PvP. Quite possibly one of the best PvP ships that you can have. Okay. With this hit point being an S and firepower at S, just total domination. So she's an excellent PvP character, and I will be adding her into my PvP team very, very soon because I do have her up. I just haven't had a really good chance to focus on resetting my PvP team. I was going to wait until I finished everything inside of the Ironblood before I started. Not mains, just the basic Rune U and put time to get them up to 120. Then I was going to start focusing on redoing my PvP team, getting it ready. Basically, I'm going to try to have pretty much a lot of the actual priority ships inside of PvP, because there's a lot of ships inside of there which are really PvP centric characters. So I will be using them in PvP. So I'm going to have a pretty good PvP team once I get them ready. I do enjoy PvP. I do it. A lot of people say, yeah, you don't get any terms of, like big, but you do get the merit. And the merit is where you can get a lot of the items that you do need. Right here, you get prototype bullions. This is another chance. You get one of these a week. You can also get, I just purchased one yesterday, I think it was. So that's why I do it, because I can get the bullions inside of here. Okay, so yeah, so you definitely need the same as you need to do your 3 hard mode events a day, just to get the core, which is where you get some of the best stuff, is in the core shop. Okay, so that's why. But yeah, so that's up. So those are the 2 new events that are up. So they've started the first event. Now the New Year's stuff is gone. As we said it was going to end on 2. So it ended as predicted. As I said in my previous video, the wood. So this is what we got. It's a Call to Arms Northern Parliament. So it's going to be a little bit different. We think. We're not sure. As soon as I find out what the ships are and what they're going to be in Phase 2, we'll talk about that. But there'll be a build associated with it, so we'll have to see. This looks like, if you look at the picture, it looks a lot like Sovetskaya Soyuz, but it's a completely different outfit. This outfit that you've got here looks nothing like the outfit that is on Sovetskaya Soyuz. See, completely different outfit. She's got some gold braids in here, a little bit different style in it, and the picture here in this northern, nothing like that. Completely different outfit. So we know it's going to be a new ship, but it looks a lot like Sovetskaya. So with their good Sovetskaya Soyuz is who it's going to be. So that's going to, I'm hoping that's going to be the flagship. If she's got an excellent skill set, then we'll have a flagship. Then it's still going to be tricky building any type of useful fleet associated with that. But again, we'll have to see what we come up with. So yeah, get Aurora, Saratoga, Hornet, Suffolk. Get them out there, get them leveled up, limit break them, get them ready to go to battle. And we'll see what is up in the next part of the event. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, which is subscribe to see a bell. If you click on a bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Remember to like and share the video, because that does help the channel immensely. So thanks a lot for watching. This is Kinder coming at you from the corner, signing out.